welcome to my first attempt at making a train spotting video with a voiceover. Today is Thursday the 9th of December 2021, and today I went off to the Maxwells Road railway crossing to film 2 KiwiRail freight trains. The crossing happens to be within walking distance of my house. On my way to the crossing, I ended up going past Pillins Point School. And the only reason I bring this up is because I was a student at that very same school between 2006, Year 1, and 2011, Year 6. Suffice to say, the school has changed an awful lot in the 10 years since I last left. As for what's behind that big blue fence, that was a pool. Not a public one, mind, it's just for the school children and their families. And a few minutes later, we've reached our destination. This is the Maxwells Road level crossing. Possibly the only one in Tauranga that still doesn't have barriers, but don't quote me on that. I've come here to film 2 Metroport container trains, namely MP8 leaving for Auckland and MP5 coming in from Auckland. Word of advice, always make sure you set up at a vantage point where you won't get pedestrians or motorists in the way. I speak from experience. And at 12:42 PM, here comes DL 9129 with train MP8. This is a regular container service from the port of Tauranga to Auckland. These Metroport trains are one of the most common sights on the East Coast main trunk, and they are very important in helping keep New Zealand moving, as it were. This whole area around the Maxwells Road crossing, and by extension Harbour Drive, is a very nice place to come to, especially when it's sunny. And yes, I did have sunblock on as well. And coming in at 1:24 PM, here is the second of 2 trains that I filmed today. This is MP5, a southbound Metroport, with DL 9020 leading the charge. 2020 is from the first group of 6 DLs to arrive in New Zealand, which arrived in Mount Maunganui by ship in November 2010. For reference, the DL locomotives were built in China by a company called CRRC Dalian, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I didn't get many trains, but I suppose you could say it was still a good day out, especially since I also got to see a friend of mine as well as the trains. Feel free to let me know what you think of this new video style, and if I should continue it for future videos. My next one will be about the Class 375, 377 and 387 Electrostars in Train Sim World 2. Until then, I'll say goodbye for now, and thank you for watching.